met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face. Blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
The saw is family.
Such sights to show you. We'll tear your soul apart.
Glass. Woo! Welcome back to another Death Curse Society, ladies and gentlemen. This one is going to be a little bit different than our regular Monday shows because this is one of our DCS episodes live. I'm Red Crank, I've got the Colonel, and I've got Zigzag.
Cut. Do that again from the top.
Yeah, Spiral.
Hold on, I'm trying to fix that.
I figured that was what caught your attention when you stuttered there for a second. Did it?
Yep, and we are live, so that's why there's going to be multiple fuck-ups in this episode. Just stay tuned. And we won't be able to edit these out later on, which kind of irritates me. Yeah, we just decided because it was Easter weekend, these guys were all busy, we just decided we're going to do it live.
Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live!
That's right.
Exactly. Oh, man. Before we get into everything else, don't forget to follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Now, we're on there, I think. And also on YouTube. I'm trying to pull Twitch up right now, but it's getting weird. So I don't know what's going on there. But also make sure to visit our website, deathcursesociety.com. You can become a member on there, and let me thank our members real quick that are, I believe, in the room, hopefully. Chris Faze, Lorena Faze, Christy Hart-Hoy, Luke Knutson, and Tyrone Swigert. Thank you, folks. And we appreciate your donations and your assistance in keeping us on the air.
And all currently enjoying an early screening of the brand new Zigzag Zone before the rest of you guys get to see it. That's true. Baby. It's in there for them. but it's coming for you too, but not yet.
Yeah, I think we're dropping it tomorrow or Wednesday sometime. I haven't even.
Oh, there you go.
I haven't even figured out when yet. So, we got Dave in here. We got Tanya, which means Tyrone's in here as well. We got Ick. We got Ick's back. Hey, Ick, where the hell you been? Don't tell me prison again. We got Purple Goth in the house. And there's Tyrone. All right, good. And Patricia. Hello, Patricia.
Hello, Patricia.
I saw Patricia was watching Slacks earlier, and I am sorry.
Dude,
Wasn't that bad?
Killer pants. You're overthinking it.
Wasn't that bad?
You guys keep saying that. Tonight, guys, we're going to try to get to as many comments as we can from you all, but we're going to have our discussion as well, like we do on our normal episodes. Later on, we're going to... let me try that again. Cut that out when we edit this. Later on, we're going to be talking about the Spiral trailer, which just dropped. We're going to watch that with you guys. We're going to give you a review for the Unholy, which had the unsuspecting place opening the same weekend as Godzilla vs. Kong, but it's still ranked number 2. We're going to review Violation, which is on Shudder right now. We're going to review the season 2 debut of Creepshow, which aired on Shudder last week, and we've got some news for you on that. Something special I think we're going to be doing on that. And then we're going to look at the trailers for The Power, The Banishing, both of which will be on Shudder later on this week, and In the Earth, which is coming to theaters April 16th. Whew, now you see why it takes a lot to edit this shit, right?
Yes.
But before we get to all that, man, make sure to strap on your epic sunglasses because it's about to go down with this. Let's go camping.
You're going to Camp Blood, ain't you? You'll never come back again. It's got a death curse.
For Let's Go Camping this time around, we're going to be reviewing the new Godzilla vs. Kong. Ah, dang it. It covers up your name, Colonel. My bad.
Everybody knows who I am, dude.
For the rest of the night, he is Ono.
Onell. Yeah, that's a good foreign name for you. Yeah.
It's a dyslexic version of Noel, I guess, during Christmas time. Oh no!
Oh no!
Can you get out of this letter here, this block?
Yes, we're going to talk about Godzilla vs. Kong. We all saw it in the I saw it in the theater this weekend. Where'd you guys see it? HBO Max?
Yep.
Lame.
Dude, I took it up on
the still closed. I don't have a choice.
I was, couldn't get it done, but I went to HBO Max, set it up on the big screen upstairs. It was, yeah.
All right.
Experience. I got the gist.
All right, fine. I won't scold you guys too much for it. But let's get into it. Colonel, let's get your initial thoughts on Godzilla vs. Kong.
Okay. So, initial thoughts was I wasn't expecting an Oscar winner here. Sure, I didn't get one. Man, trying to be nice. I was pretty hyped for this movie. The fight scenes are cool. That's about the only nice thing I have to say for this movie, man. I watched it twice, and it has not improved my opinion at all of this movie. To me, this movie is meh at best, especially Mechagodzilla. To me, that was such a letdown.
All right, hold on a second. Are we going to be dropping spoilers here? Because I'm seeing in the comments some people have not seen it yet.
We're not going to be dropping spoilers yet.
I'll try.
Except for Colonel.
Dude, you
Mechagodzilla. Are you fucking kidding me?
In the trailer.
That's true. You could see him in the trailer, but we're not going to be watching that. We're not going to be doing many spoilers yet, but we do have a sneak preview that I don't know if you guys saw this in the theater or in the trailer or anything, but here, check this out.
Kong makes the first move with the boulder throw. Oh, direct hit to the family jewels. Godzilla ate it, but he's pissed. He responds with his atomic breath, exploding the ground in front of Kong. Kong understandably shits himself and backs away while Godzilla laughs his ass off. The smug, cocky bastard.
Okay, wait a minute. That was supposed to be an exclusive clip. My bad, guys. I'm pissed off now. Legendary Pictures, you rickrolled me, you fucking cheeky bastards.
Well, it was dated April 1st, I think. So
I didn't even look at the date. God damn it, Ziggy. Your initial thoughts on Godzilla versus Kong?
Yeah.
Spoiler free.
Spoiler. I got to rethink it a little bit now, but it's not bad. Okay, it's got a good story, but there is a lot of like, huh? Like, why? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? And then they give you a half-assed kind of explanation to tie it together. But it's a good watch. I think Crank probably won by going to see it on the big screen. I will concede that, because the fight scenes are fucking epic when they start going down, and you do get a winner. So, but it's I think it's worth a watch. But I will say I thoroughly enjoyed King of the Monsters immensely more than this one.
That seems to be the consensus from quite a few people, actually. So, I'll say this about Godzilla vs. Kong. This is the perfect movie to bring people back to the theaters after a year-long pandemic. I believe Colonel referred to it in a private discussion as the perfect popcorn flick. I can see why this is doing well at the box office. I think I read earlier 285 million since Thursday or Wednesday, maybe. That's pretty good. It's grand, it's epic, a feast for the senses, and a lot of fun for the general moviegoer. Unfortunately, I'm not one of your typical moviegoers. I will admit, I'm normally not a fan of films where virtually everything is fake, CGI, some kind of visual effect. And so that's a big strike to this movie. Granted, I understand why they couldn't practically make this movie without the amount of special effects it used, but it's still a strike against it. Secondly, the storyline to me was ridiculous. From the plastic characters with no depth. I lost my place. There it is. All right, to the fantastical solution, which I'm not going to get into yet, and to the over-the-top Bond-like villain who justly gets his due, and finally the convenience of having a new vehicle that seconds as a defibrillator of sorts at some point, at a key point in the final battle. Come on.
Watch it.
Dude, I didn't say what was going on exactly. Get the fuck out of here, though. That's strike two. And finally, the musical score I liked was pretty good until it bluntly transitioned into some more traditional song. And, there were moments I was really getting into, and then all of a sudden you hear this plunky guitar just come out of nowhere. And you're like, what the fuck am I watching here? What happened? And, strike three, you're out. Get the fuck out of here. That pissed me off. Ziggy, did this live up to the hype for you?
I have to say, for me, after King of the Monsters, and even after the first Godzilla entry in this series, which a bit talky, of course, but I liked it. I liked the setup, and I like the mission of Godzilla. He's out to destroy all monsters, and it does get a little corny because there's like this, almost like a Highlander kind of thing. There can be only one kind of thing happening, or like a fucking college basketball tournament bracket style shit happening, but you got to take it for what it is. I mean, you're going to get what it's billed, Kong versus Godzilla. Oh, yes, it's on. It's the main event, and you'll get that. But as far as story-wise and everything, there is a pretty cool relationship. I thought they achieved that well between one of the Titans and a certain character. I thought that was portrayed well. It's a throwback to the old ones from the old days, and I dug it. That was cool for me. I don't want to spoil it because it's touching at times, but overall, man, I think they came up a little short with this one.
Quite a bit. Colonel, how about you? Did it live up to the hype?
Excluding the final fight, I guess the final fight before that is the only part of the film that lived up to my personal expectations. I thought that was great. Other than that, no, it fell way short. I mean, I'm kind of with Crank. Sorry, Zach, I'm with Crank on this one. This story was just terrible. I'm with you on the one character in the Titan. That was nice.
Okay.
But the rest of the story was just garbage. Like, I'm sorry. Like I said, I wasn't expecting a great story. But I was expecting a little bit more after, Godzilla and Godzilla King of the Monsters. But I was happy we get a winner. I chose the right side. If I was a betting man, I wouldn't be here today because I hit it big. Not really, because it seemed to be the consensus most people were going with. But man, it's just the end. It was just corny as fuck, dude. Like I want to say so much right now, but I can't. Like I said, I watched the movie twice to make sure I just wasn't being a smug prick after the first time I watched it. And God damn it, I must be a smug prick because the second time didn't make it any better. It's just awful.
I did the same thing.
Right.
Look, man, there's just like, I feel like when we went and saw, what's the Jordan Peele one with the people living under the city? Us. Where there's this whole other fucking world going on and they don't do much with it. And there's no other, there's nobody else around. And then there's just a loose story with one of them that you're kind of like, okay, all this is here, but why? And it's just too simple, I think. It's just too simple overall.
I like those.
Take it for the fights.
All right.
You like this? You like the live? I know these comments are killing me over here, too.
Yeah, let me hit some of the comments here real quick. Ethan, hey, Ethan, thanks for joining us. Ethan is one of the performers in a Oklahoma City band, I believe, called, correct me if I'm wrong, Dinosaur Boyfriend, I think. Check him out sometime. He says, Godzilla versus Kong, I guess, made me lose some brain cells watching. I like the fight scenes, but that's it. Yeah, the fight scenes stood up pretty well. We got another new person in here. It looks like Cosmic Razor. Saw it in the theater on Sunday. Excellent. Glad you got that. Patricia has not seen Godzilla vs. Monkey Man yet. Christy would rather watch Dick Shark. And now I need to know what that...
talk about later.
Yeah, now I need to know what that movie is. Dave says, haven't seen it because I heard it was trash can material. Well, we'll see.
No,
we'll see.
I don't think it's trash can material. It's a good summer movie. It's a tentpole movie like that. It's going to make its money, but it's not one you're going to be like, wow, I need to see that again. You'll watch it and be like, well, there you have it. And you'll walk out and be like, yeah, it's all good. There's no setup for future movies, although I'm sure they will have them.
Yeah.
I guess there is. Obviously,
yeah.
I guess there is.
There is, yeah. Purple Goth says, if it's not the original King Kong, I'm not bothering watching it. Thank you, Purple Goth, from joining us from across the pond. Yes, Luke is on. He says, hello, fellows. Tried messaging on my other account. Realized I'm still banned for another week.
You got zucked.
Silent D's in the house. Watched it on IMAX on Saturday. It was worth every penny. Now, yeah, I bet IMAX was entertaining.
I will watch it for the third time if I could go to IMAX and watch it.
Right. Could have done without the human characters, though. Yeah, exactly. The humans were plastic. It was terrible. Here's a good one.
This guy's supposed to be a great actor, too. This fucking True Blood and all this shit and Tarzan and
Skarsgård.
Yeah, man, just unbelievable.
There's a lot of good talent in there. They're just underutilized in this.
Yes.
All right. Ryan, I don't recognize this name either. Welcome to the show, Ryan. He says, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It could have been improved on, but the story was clearly just dressing around the fight. It was stupid, fun monster mash. There you go. Yep. I'd love more of that world fleshed out. I feel the Hollow Earth should be its own film. See, I could spend some time in Hollow Earth. We'd get all right there.
Yeah, they did nothing with it, man. They did nothing. There could have been some other shit happening down there. There were some creatures, but nothing that big.
Right. Tyrone says, great idea to film this live. Awesome show, fellas. Thank you, Tyrone. Well, stick around. It might get worse.
Remains to be seen.
Yeah. Luke says, sounds like the complaints I remember for Freddy versus Jason. Yeah, sort of. And Patricia says, I was going to watch it, but just had to watch the Killer Jeans movie. Priorities.
Well, in case you, if you, you just expect to get some stuff like this.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better, Mentos fresh. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Good God. What happened?
Dude, that Elmer's glue has just been changed to Gorilla Glue. No pun intended now that I think about it.
Yes.
See, I was going to respond to Patricia and the fact that she had to watch Slacks first with this.
Oh, a funny man. That's the matter with you.
Yes. Well,
Anyway.
honestly, there's a moment in the new film that kind of like that, man. I know.
That's why I did a huge fucking eye roll. Like,
Are you talking about the Lethal Weapon 2 tribute?
Oh, well, no, but that was.
Or
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute.
There's some Easter eggs in it, folks. But I mean, it's I don't know. It's definitely worth seeing once, but try to see it on a big screen if possible. The biggest screen possible, the bigger and louder, the better.
Right. Colonel, let me ask you this. Were there any characters besides the monsters that stood out to you at all?
No.
Even the conspiracy theory guy didn't hold
He
it?
didn't do anything for me. Comedy relief. The dude from Deadpool 2 and that one Santa Claus movie on Netflix, comedic relief. Just that felt like they were just fucking there. Like, really, other than the deaf girl. All right.
Oh,
I bring that back.
we found something.
The deaf girl.
Okay.
Yeah, she was cool. I guess her
That's all I know.
guardian was cool. Everybody else could fuck off. I just know.
They were all forgettable outside of that, yeah.
Yeah.
No one had an impactful performance that would make you go like, wow, that really got it done, that scene, there's none of that.
So, Ziggy, you said you liked the storyline. Why? Tell me why. What stood out to you to that?
I appreciated the bond between the little girl and King Kong. All right, fuck,
Okay.
don't go around without saying it. He gets erratic when he's scared and around and stuff, but when he goes and interacts with this little girl, it works. It worked for me. I bought it. It's like, yeah, I can see this is very much like a tribute to when he's very gentle with the girl in the first one. When they made the old ones, and it's like that. It's just, but it goes a little further than that. And that's where it loses me later. But I mean, this is just in the beginning. Nothing happens much for the first half hour. It's kind of
Right.
King Kong doing his thing, and they have to put him back in place, so to speak.
Well, I think we're going to have to get into some spoilers here, but Colonel, was there anything in the story that you liked at all?
The fights.
Besides the fights, not the fights.
That's all I got because the story was half-assed, man. It just, you guys are talking Hollow Earth, even though the story literally did nothing for me, even that part. None of it. I'm sorry.
I think they spent too little. I think they spent too little time in Hollow Earth. That's why I think it could
I might have taken that a little more seriously. They didn't have this fucking anti-gravity, multi-dimensional fucking rocket they were fucking flying, fucking magic school bus shit. Like, dude, I'm sorry. I did not care for anything that involved the story in this fucking movie.
All right. Well, let me hit a couple comments real quick here. Silent D says, Kong's quest was a little weird at the end. I feel like I'd seen it in the Hulk movie before. No, I think you may have seen it in an episode of the Hulk TV series before. That's what kind of reminded me. The old series.
Yeah.
That Godzilla from Luke says, that Godzilla was still better than the 1998 Godzilla. Yes. Maggie, another new viewer, I think, or at least new commenter. Hello, Maggie. Thick Godzilla from Shin Godzilla was top tier.
I just watched that. That wasn't bad at all. And I'm fucking stoked for Shin Ultraman coming out later this year. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait.
Nice. Dave says, I do like the Jessica Lange Kong movie. Okay, now I got to stop here for a minute.
Jeff Bridges.
Yes, but let's talk about Jessica Lange in that movie for a minute, because huge crush when I was growing up. Oh, my God. My heart's a pattern right now just thinking about it. I love that movie. I used to watch that movie like 3 times a year every time it played on TV back in the day. Finally, Cosmic, the deaf girl with the connection to Kong was like a play on the fairies who could communicate with Mothra in the older Godzilla films. Well, there's a connection.
See, that's what I'm saying. The throwback to those old movies, man. It's all there. That's what it is. It's the tribute. But we do get a winner. You know, if you saw it, you know.
That's what I'm getting to next. Who was the clear winner? Ziggy, I think you want to take the lead on this one.
Do we really want to spoil this?
Well,
people go like this. La 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 la. If you don't want to hear this.
Tricia, just mute this.
Everybody else hasn't seen this.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. And I'll even cover my mouth. So, you know, we're all good here. Yes. There is only one Titan, the king of them all, the king of all monsters.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Take your mouth. Take your hand down. It sounds weird.
That looks like I'm giving the orders for Ikeda there to, you know. Yeah. Anyway, yes, there's one. And I don't care what anybody says. Kong has some nice moves, but he gets his ass whooped and almost killed in this fucking movie. So you can't beat Godzilla. The more you hit him and fuck him up, the more the reactor kicks him out and makes him stronger. So I mean, it's kind of like the zombie theory. The more you kill of the humans, the more you're feeding their army. It's the same premise, man. You can't beat him. He's the king, and he always will be.
All right, and that's when they bring out the anti-gravitational vehicle. See, one of the problems I had with this movie was every time they ran into an obstacle, it's just kind of like, oh, hey, look, I've got this thing in my pocket that will get us out of this scot-free. I'm like, really? All these do ex machinas that you're just going to whip out at the right time every single time? Ugh. I hated that.
The fucking avenues are wide on this highway to get from point A to the end. It's there's not much fraying going on and getting off it. It's just straight fucking forward. It is. They get a problem, they handle it. It's done. And somebody steps up and is the hero in their current situation. You know,
right.
Be it human, be it Titan, be it whatever.
Earl, do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the clear winner in this?
Of course, I want to talk about the clear winner in this. God damn it, because I fucking called it. I think we all called it. Godzilla #1. What would have made it better is when he had his fucking foot down on Kong's chest, crushing him, just staring at him, and I thought it was weird. They gave him fucking facial expressions. But at that point, I didn't fucking care when I saw him hitting with that little grin. I wish I would have put Bob Barker's voice in from Happy Gilmore. Said, "Now you had enough, bitch."
Yeah, it's all like, "Say uncle, say uncle."
And this dumb somehow Kong even had a fucking battle axe.
Right.
Like,
made out of part of Godzilla. Yeah.
This is, like I said, the storyline is so fucking stupid. But hey, Godzilla won. That's all that mattered to me. I was like, yes. And of course, Godzilla has to go down a little bit. But they MacGyver the way of that fucking situation as well. It was fucking stupid.
I was almost expecting Godzilla when he was standing over him, since it was such like a video game style movie, to just start teabagging on him, like at the very end.
Yeah,
just getting cocky on him. Yeah,
with the flashlight. Mm-hmm. I just that was the whole reason. Like, he was in there attacking cities. Godzilla was. It was like, well, what the fuck is this? And then, oh yeah, it's the guy that the big Bond villain reveal. I was like, oh yes, we've been provoking him for for years now to get him to do this.
Stupid.
I connected those fucking dots when you saw the red flashing fucking light down in the bunker. I was like, there we go. Like, I already fucking knew. It wasn't a shocker for me. Like, they served everything on a plate and just said, here you go. Again, a good summer movie.
Right.
A popcorn movie because you don't have to fucking think.
No.
Yeah. They write it out in crayon for you. It was just like, shit, man.
But it's a battle, man, and I'm a fan of the old, like those old ones like that, the old rubber suit Godzillas. I grew up with that shit. So seeing this now, I still like it. I do like it. I like this whole series up to this point, but I do believe this is by far the weakest entry thus far. Now,
fair enough.
We'll go all back because we've got there's stuff happening now. You know, there's some glimpses of the past that showed up here, but yeah. Where do we go now?
Right. Before we rate this one, I do want to ask you guys if there's any excitement for Adam Wingard, the director of this, is next directing Thundercats, the movie. Are you ready for that, Colonel? Were you a fan of Thundercats, or was that too old for you by the time you were born?
My time, I was aware of Thundercats. I had watched recorded episodes on VHS. I don't think I was alive when it originally aired, or even old enough to remember. So I'm not as probably attached to it as you guys are, but I'm still like, no.
How about you, Ziggy?
Fuck the Thundercats, man. I never watched that stupid show. They just named who they wanted to have play. What is it, Lion-O? Isn't he the head one in this show? I remember this. Yeah, I wasn't a fan. I went more with, like, it was G-Force and shit like that, you know. But this was kind of later, wasn't it? Wasn't this late 80s when Thundercats came out, or was that early 80s?
Thundercats would have been like early to mid 80s.
Okay, so yeah, that was the first I was kind of getting into the anime stuff over that one. You know, I was like, this is just an American ripoff of that stuff, you know, and whatever. Like Voltron was better, and me, you know.
It's happening, Colonel. It's happening. Not yet, though. Purple Goth says, Thundercats? Really? Cool. And then James mentions the Colonel was wearing diapers while I was watching Thundercats. This is true, probably.
It is.
As soon as that comment popped up, I saw it. I didn't look at it. I just saw that the comment bar moved, and then I saw the look on your face like, oh, shit, what happened? So I had to get to it. All right, gang, let's rate this. Ziggy, we'll start with you.
Of course you would. Oh, boy. Let me just replay the whole movie in like 2 seconds. Yeah. It doesn't change. There's too many holes, man. I mean, it looks great. It's good enough, you know, the CGI for the monsters. They look great. They look really good. They look human when they have to. And, yeah, Godzilla versus Kong. 6.
Okay.
I'm shocked. I thought they rated higher than that.
I don't have a number to put up on this, so just keep that in your head, folks. 6 for Zigzag. Colonel, how about you?
Again, I didn't love it as much as Zag, obviously, as you guys have heard me bitch about it for the last 30 minutes or so. But at the end of the day, it achieved its goal. It entertained me. Granted, I would have liked to have used the thought process a little bit while watching it, but fuck it, we all knew what it was going to be. Godzilla versus Kong. The fights were fucking awesome. That alone is enough for me to give it a 6.
Damn, 2 6s. All right. I guess I got to even this out a little bit. Look, I'm not a fan of these kind of movies. I'm just really not. I like Godzilla. I like Kong. But these versus combinations kind of irritate me. Like I've said earlier, anything that's overloaded with visual effects irritates the fuck out of me. Overall, this film is so far from resembling realism that it's entirely ridiculous. And I like a little bit of reality included in my movies. I just do. I don't know why. I just do. This one had none. So I would give it a 4, personally. But that's just me. I know a lot of people out there love it. That's your prerogative. Enjoy the show. Godzilla vs. Kong gets a 6 from Ziggy, a 6 from the Colonel, and a 4 from me on the DCS review. And that's going to wrap it up for Godzilla versus Kong. If you guys have any more comments about that, let me check real quick. James says Godzilla versus Kong should have been over in the first half hour. This is good. I like this. Jonathan says Thundercat sponsored by Viagra for the growing sword of Thundara. Yeah, that could work. And the only Thundercats thing I like is there's a video of a homeless dude pretending to turn into a Thundercat. Now I have to go look for that. Patricia says, I like Thundercats, but I watch it now thinking, what the hell was I watching? Yeah, a lot of those old cartoons from back in the day, I do the same thing. Here, one last thing. The technology invoked a Tron-esque type feel. Yes, too much technology. And the Ghidorah skull control center with the guy in a trance controlling Mechagodzilla reminded me of the Lawnmower Man films. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that just brings back bad memories right there all of a sudden. Alrighty, we're going to move on to our next topic, and you know what that means. It's time for a lot of information coming at you, somewhat rapid fire, at least for us. It's time for some stories around the campfire.
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason.
Hey, come back! Oh.
Alrighty, first up on Stories Around the Campfire, we're going to take a look at the trailer for Spiral, which is coming to theaters on May 14th. Now, you guys have probably seen this. Chris Rock, Samuel L. Jackson. We're going to take a look right now. Hopefully it doesn't kick us. We did some tests on this. Nothing got flagged, so let's check it out. Feel free to chat over it, too, just to kind of, like, muffle, you know. Here we go. Spiral. Oh, sorry. I thought I was going to dance.
This package just came in.
Get everybody out of here.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Play me.
The fuck, isn't that cassette?
Hello, Detective Banks. Do you know where your officers are?
Jigsaw?
I thought the Jigsaw Killer was dead.
He is.
Yeah.
Find him. They're hours, not days.
How can I catch this guy? If there's nobody on the force, I can bust!
You can't do this alone.
Whoever did this has another motive. Something personal.
When was the last time you saw your father?
Shut my motherfucking door.
Jigsaw copycat. It's gonna go sideways fast.
You know he said motherfucking sideways. You know he did.
Officer down. That was just a diversion to get us out of the precinct! I need everyone on this case! He could be anywhere. He could be anyone. We're gonna tear this city apart. I'm gonna let him spin like a spiral.
Spooky!
Right.
Hello, Detective Banks. When was the last time you saw your father?
All right, so there you go. That's the trailer for Spiral coming to theaters May 14th. Oh, man, oh, man. Ziggy, why don't you give us some of your first thoughts on that one?
The killer is female. That is my first initial thought.
Ooh, bold choice.
There you go. Yeah, this looks like they got something here. I'm intrigued. I like the cast, of course. It looks like a Saw movie, dude. I mean, that's exactly what you would expect to see. But I want to see what these fucking comedians wrote. They wrote a serious movie here. Let's see it. Looks good. Looks like a good horror flick.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I have a hard time seeing Chris Rock in any kind of serious role. Even as Pookie, it was not all serious. So, how about you, Colonel? You ready for this? Spiral, a month away.
I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I was really excited for it with the first trailer we got. This one, it's just keep an open mind. This will keep telling us, keep an open mind. It's not like you're a huge Saw fan. I mean, after the first 3 films, you kind of don't care about him, Colonel. It's hard for me to take Chris Rock serious. Even just hearing him there, I was giggling, hearing him try to be serious. Because he was coming off like Commissioner Gordon from fucking The Dark Knight. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. Like, that's what I was waiting for him to say. He can't trust anybody in the precinct because the Joker / will Spiral fucking has the precinct. I don't know. I just got serious Batman vibes from it. I hope the traps are cool. I mean, the one in the subway, it's kind of like the few we saw. So, and the voice, I swear, it sounded like they recorded that shit with the Talkman from fucking Home Alone 2, which I never got for Christmas, even though I asked for it. And I don't blame my parents because it was probably a shitty fucking toy anyway. So
probably was.
It's just you got it. Like, it sounded fucking ridiculous. And the puppet. What's up with the puppet?
What's up with that?
You don't really see much. You don't see much of it.
I saw enough to know I don't like it.
That ain't as weird as something riding a tricycle, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I don't know. I hope Chris Rock does well. It's going to take him some, like I said, it's going to take some time taking him serious. But man, this is his fucking movie. I got to take him serious. I can't think of Pookie. I swear, every time I hear him talk, I'm waiting for him to do some fucking stand up. I can't help it.
Hey, I mean, let me tell you.
I want to see. Don't do that. Damn it. Don't go too far.
He's gonna. All right. Let's see here. I gotta scroll way back for this. Sorry, guys.
But he's got something to say about Chris Rock's fucking Saw.
Yeah, they do. I'm actually looking forward to Spiral. And Patricia, this one goes to the Colonel, I think. I just noticed that the Colonel has a movie poster for The Barn. I just watched the band who got slaughtered in the movie live this past weekend. They're my favorite local band and will be in the Barnes. Oh, my God, there's a Barnes sequel.
Dude, I told you about this. I told you we should have backed this movie when they fucking did this 2 years ago.
Yeah.
For one, Patricia, I seen your Facebook Live videos. I was jealous. I wish I could have seen it. And I love.
Wait, was that with the guy that was naked on stage?
Bass player, yes.
Pretty much.
Yes, thank you for that.
What I'm telling you, if you guys,
I know this the band.
Good band live. There's nothing that's weird like that. It's fucking King Parrot from Australia. Those guys are fucking nuts. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, Crank absolutely hates The Barn because I seen it. I was like, dude, you guys gotta watch this fucking movie, man. It's like one of the best Halloween movies ever. I love it. I'm sorry. I know it's cheap. I know the acting's terrible. But that's what gives it all that charm. Love it.
All right. We got to move on with the Spiral comments now. Eric, I believe Ick, says, her box is in the box. Oh, God, stop it, Eric. Purple Goth, is Spiral the film that's basically Saw? Yes, it is. But it is written from a story by Chris Rock. Chris Rock is actually the guy that pitched the original idea of revamping it, and that's why he's in it, and I think a producer as well. Lorraine is here. Looks like I got here at a good time. Dude, sorry for... No problem. Showing up late is just as good as showing up at all.
You'll be happy to know we have no bats loaded on this page at this time.
No bats tonight.
Different studio.
No bats tonight. Luke says, I rewatched the Saw series about a week ago, and any complaints I had in the past, a lot of them aren't there anymore. Uh-oh. They are very consistent, though. I do think when Officer Hoffman came in, the story got a little weak, part 5 especially. Yes. Ick says he is down for that. Jonathan Barrows asked why Chris Rock, though. Well, like I said, he wrote the story that the script was based on. So Purple Goth agrees with you, Ziggy. Definitely a female killer.
Do you hear it? I heard it. You can hear it, man. Money is there. You heard it here first, so you guys remember this shit.
Right. Luke says, I'm willing to give Chris Rock a chance in a serious role, and reiterates the fact that also Chris was the one that came up with the idea of the story. 100% agree with Ziggy. Female. That's from Eric. Oh, man. Man, you guys are talkative tonight. I love that Chris Rock is doing more serious role. He was awesome in the last season of Fargo and played serious. Okay. Dave, on the complete other side of the world, at least in this aspect, says this looks dumb. All right. I'm kind of looking forward to this one. I will admit. I want to see what the switches are, what the differences are between the original Soft series and this. Purple Goth, Chris Rock was cool in Dogma, so he should be good in this. Yeah, but it was still more of a funny role.
Tongue in cheek.
He did kill it in Dogma, though.
Man, it was fun. He was great in Dogma. And I liked his role in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, too. Crack. I love that. I love that scene. Christy Hart Hoy says, Chris Rock, hell yeah, check this out. Kiara's in the house. Sorry I'm late. What's with you people being late tonight?
It's all right.
You knew what was going on.
Eyes or something.
Happy Easter, by the way, to everybody.
Yeah.
Silent D says, Chris Rock and Sam Jack have me sold on Spiral. That's what I'm talking about.
No fucking brainer, man.
Tyrone says, I bet the story will be okay, but they will cut out all the gore. I disagree. I disagree with that. I think there'll still be some gore in this. Maybe not quite as much, but about the same. Luke is excited about King Parrot. And Patricia says it's not the Naked Band. I saw one of your videos, though, that had some guy buck-ass naked with a bass guitar over his junk, and it was kind of disturbing. And I don't know why I watched all 28 minutes of that video, but I did. Lorena said, no. She's talking about Fargo for some reason. No, we're not talking about Fargo anymore. Nothing could be worse. This is Luke. Nothing could be worse than Jigsaw and Saw 7 3D. But Lorena says, Bat-free zone, woo! Christy left for a minute to buy a new T-shirt. I thought I saw a new one. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll have to go.
Yes.
Absolutely. We don't have the slow clap, the golf clap in here, do we?
No, I didn't put the golf clap in.
Yeah.
Well.
But yes, thanks, Christy, for picking up a new shirt. I tell you what, guys, this is what I'm looking forward to. This is the one I was most anticipating at the beginning of the year because I want to see what Chris Rock's idea of a horror film is. I just do. I know there's going to be a lot more comedy in it. I know Chris Rock is not going to be able to act his way into a very serious role that well. That's just my opinion. I haven't seen him on Fargo. If you say he can pull off a serious role, great. I don't trust that yet. But I am interested in this. And, I mean, come on. Samuel L. Jackson and Chris Rock in a horror film? Give me all the motherfuckers, because that's all I'm waiting for it. I cannot wait to hear the dialogue in this. Colonel, any other things?
So before I say anything else, I think Silent D sums it up perfectly. Want to play games, motherfucker? That's gonna be awesome because you know that's going to happen. I'll be like in the theater, like yes, if they're open by then. I know I'm going to get a few looks because I always get a few looks. But no, that's all I really got. I got it all out.
All right, Ziggy. Any other thoughts on the Spiral trailer before we move on?
No, but I think I spit it all out that I wanted to say. Yeah.
All right. Gang, Spiral. Yeah, we got to move. We got a lot of topics to talk about. Spiral drops in theaters May 14th. We will be reviewing it shortly thereafter. Don't know if we'll do a live episode on that one, but we might. We'll see. We're going to talk about it. We'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know. So stay tuned for that.
We'll see how tonight
goes.
All right.
Right. Let's see how tonight works out. Next up, we've got some more stories around the campfire. All righty, gang. Opening the same weekend as Godzilla vs. Kong, an actual kind of horror movie. The only bad thing is it's a PG-13 movie, so yeah, it's kind of light in the horror department. But it's The Unholy from producer Sam Raimi and starring Jeffrey Dean Morgan as a disgraced journalist trying to redeem himself by following a series of miracles laid out in a small town and trying to figure out if they're true or not. Let me get Colonel, your first thoughts on this one, The Unholy.
Man, The Unholy, I'm telling you. Dude, I thought it was fucking nuts. Spoiler alert. All right, so it ends up being a fucking incubus that lays these eggs in people, right? And the miracles happen because these worms are burrowing through their brains.
Now, what? Wait, what? What? No, that's a song.
You got me. That's lyrics from Kiss's song Unholy. I didn't see this movie because our theaters are still fucking closed.
God damn it, Colonel.
Funny guy.
I try to be.
That's all right.
All right, then. So, Colonel, your theaters are still closed.
Yes. He gets a
no
pass.
seeing no seeing The Unholy for you. But Ziggy, how about you? You went and saw it today.
No, I went. Obviously, I did. I went and saw it because I checked with everyone. I wanted to make sure someone else went and saw it. Crank's like, yeah, I saw it. I was like,
well, I went and saw it Sunday because I thought, what better way to spend the Easter holiday than seeing something called The Unholy? That just sounded perfect to me.
And that's exactly what you get here. You know, I mean, if you're in the religious type, you might find this movie. They try to go that kind of scary exorcist type thing with this route. But I dug the connections to real miracles from history and everything. That was cool. It happens like that. But there are a series of miracles, and you just come to find out that they're only there's something, there's a reason. There's an imposter divine being behind everything there. It's kind of tame, though. It is. It's PG-13. I don't know. What do you got? What do you want to know?
No. I mean, that's fine. I just, wasn't necessarily going to go that deep into it, spoiling it away yet. Basically, the synopsis is a hearing-impaired girl is visited by the Virgin Mary and can suddenly hear, speak, and heal the sick. As people flock to witness her miracles, terrifying events unfold. Are they the work of the Virgin Mary or something much more sinister? Well, since the synopsis asked that question, it has to be something much more sinister.
Well,
right?
Yes, that's what you would think. And they, the first 30 seconds of the movie, you know what's going on. And
yes,
it falls right into place. This movie probably I would have thought more of it had it not had the happy ending that it had. This one was calling for fucking some kind of Sam Raimi bullshit, drag me to hell, Evil Dead style. Totally.
Nope.
It was everywhere where they were standing. I was like, oh yeah, here we go. And then no.
Right. See, here's the thing. All right. This movie had a lot going for it, at least for me. I like religious-based horror normally, and I like Jeffrey Dean Morgan as an actor. Unfortunately, those two things alone, with a little bit of decent directing, a good cast, including newcomer Cricket Brown as Alice. I liked her role and her acting. That could not help this film reach godlike status for me. It just could not. Fell very short. It seemed bogged down with an original story that left the rest of the film feeling very flat. Morgan's performance was literally how I imagine the character Negan to be before the apocalypse. Just a sarcastic and driven to a fault asshole, where he has ruined his career by ambitiously faking stories in the past just to achieve fame. And then you already brought it up. The main reason I think this movie left me wanting more was because it gave away the main twist in the very first scene.
Yeah.
Basically telling the viewer, spoiler, we are going to spoil this one. Basically, it's telling the viewer that the specter possessing Alice's body isn't the Virgin Mary at all, but a suspected witch or devil worshiper with the same first name. It seemed like a bad choice creatively and would have played out better for me had they discovered this fact at the end of Act 2 or the beginning of Act 3 in the film for me. I thought it would have played better that way. Do you think it would have for you?
Well, it would have been completely confusing at that point with the miracles happening the way they were, because the miracles are like, wow, people sell that shit, man, and it's good. Those are cool scenes when that starts happening,
Right.
But you already know, and then they even tell you that, everything will come undone once, if there's not enough faith and everything like that. So you know what's going to happen, and it does. But it's just very odd to have a Raimi produced movie like this, and he's actually a producer on it. He's not just a name. Right. Everything got the bow on it, man, and it's perfectly settled. Everything's fine at the end. It's just all good. Everything's totally good. This event is over. Move on. Yeah, that seemed kind of odd to me. Let me check the comments, see if have any of you guys seen the Unholy? Let us know, and we'll chat about it. Jonathan wants to know, what's in your wallet, motherfucker? No, I'm not telling you what's in my wallet. Silent D says, I didn't know this was a Sam Raimi movie. As a producer, yes, not a director. I can't remember the guy's name that directed it. Eric something. Yeah, it's a really goofy long name. Raimi, it's his Ghost House Productions release. It's one of his, they're involved that way, but he's listed as a producer with his brother. Mm-hmm. Right. Patricia says, Drag Me to Hell was PG-13 and I liked it. There we go. Yeah, there are a few. There are a few that are decent. That one's a bit more rowdy than this one. This one's much tamer. Tyrone says, Colonel, sounds like you're going to like this one. I don't know. I don't know. Patricia says, I'm interested in this one. I love crazy religion movies. It's not too crazy, but I do like the fact that when the miracles do start happening, and you brought this up a second ago, the townsfolk and the opportunists start selling like T-shirts with Alice's face on it. The profiteers in the little bottle, and shit like that. I thought that was a clever touch. He heals me.
You gotta love those fucking bootleggers, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's totally the capitalists moved right in, dude, and just turned it into this big fucking. It's a flea market around this miracle site, and then they're all. You gotta love those bootleggers. Yeah. With those unlicensed pieces of shit shirts. God damn it. Cosmic says, is the Unholy a remake or reboot of the original movie? No, this is based on a book called The Shrine, I believe, and it's just completely different. Ick says, Zombie Jesus. No, Jesus doesn't play a part in this. Jonathan says, how was Negan's performance? It was good, but like I said, it was the same character. It's nothing new. Ziggy, am I right? It's hard to separate the two characters at all because he's got a gruff beard and looks just like him. It's the same. Like they probably shot this while they were shooting Walking Dead. That's what I'm thinking. I'm sure he did. Yeah. Purple Goth says, I was watching two guys reviewing this film yesterday. It sounds boring, but I will probably watch it, but no time soon. Was it the two guys that are sitting in their car after the movie? The stoned gremlins or something like that? Let me know if it was. Slow burn, yes. Absolutely. Yes. BK says, anybody else go to Catholic school? I was beaten by the nuns religiously. Talk about horror. Exactly. Oh, no. Chrissy's got to go to bed. Got to get up at 4 a.m. I'll still be awake by then, dear. God damn. Good night, Christy. Have a wonderful night.
It's fun. I got to be up at 5 a.m. I stick it out. I don't have a choice.
Alarm clock.
Patricia says she ordered a DCS shirt last week. Yes, you did.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dave says theaters are still shut way up north here. Yeah, I'm sure they are. And Jonathan says, yes, it's the cinema snob. Yeah, his role is no more different than Negan, in my opinion, in this. Ziggy, you want to give it a rating?
Yeah, it's just
obviously Colonel can't.
Right, it's very average. It's not a bad story, like I said. It has some. They actually reference the history of miracles that have always happened, or that have documented happen, heavily based in the Catholic world, and but then they even fill it out a little more, like they tell you the rest of what happened after the miracles, and they kind of tie it into the story, which was cool. But man, overall, it was just too much of a slow burn and not much of a payoff. I wasn't even really scared of what is fucking with them. We'll leave that alone. I would just give it a 5.5, and we'll just call it even. Because that's about what I felt like when I walked out. I was like, yeah, all right, that wasn't bad. It's acted well. It looks good. It has creepy music, some pretty good shots, but you've seen it before, and you've seen it better.
Yeah. You took your kid to this, right? What do you think of it?
Yeah. He was ready to go, and he was leaning over, and after 20 minutes, how long is this movie? It's like an hour and 40. He's like, he was fidgeting all over the fucking place the whole time. The seat was going. I'm like looking at dude, come on, man, watch.
Dude, come on. All right, I've already told you my things about this. The story was a recycled bunch of other stories put together into one and then spit out into a conglomeration. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is fine. Cricket Brown is fine. I would like to see more from Cricket Brown. I think Jeffrey Dean was just give me the check. I've got to add on to my farm wherever he lives, and just give me the check and let me get the fuck out of here. And
he had a couple of other aging regular stars around in that movie too, that were.
Oh yeah, I mean William Sadler's in it. He does fine.
Carrie
Elwes.
Yeah, he was in it. The fucking Princess Bride for the fuck. What the fuck? But he's kind of a dude in this one.
That's a good.
They don't help. They don't help the movie though.
No, they don't. Yeah. Well, Sadler's pretty good.
It doesn't save it.
Doesn't save it, but he carries his weight.
Yeah.
While he's in it.
So with all that being said, technically it's done well, but just originality and the fact that I would have rather them kept the twist a secret rather than giving it away before the opening credits, I would give this movie a 5. Slightly better than Godzilla vs. Kong, but that's about it. So, The Unholy, ladies and gentlemen, it is in theaters now. Go and check it out, and let us know what you think in the comments later on. So, woo! All right, next up, we got another movie. Oh, wait. Next up, God, this is weird. We got some more stories around the campfire.
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason.
Hey, come back! Oh.
I see.
Right.
Yes, we only have 3 of those.
Well, we only have 2 of the stories around the campfire right now, but
yes.
Yeah, so. Next up for Stories Around the Campfire, we're going to review one of the latest releases from Shudder, Violation. It is a new film out there right now. You can check it out and let us know what you think. Ziggy, what'd you think of Violation?
Wow, let me tell you about Violation. Now, this is the movie that you've been waiting for. It has everything you want to see in a horror movie. At least I hope it does, because I haven't seen it. I had to draw the line someplace. I was busy working all weekend long at a giant fundraiser. I'm the asshole on this one. I did not see Violation. Boys, go ahead.
Wait a minute. Did you not get the memo that we were doing this?
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Did you not get that memo?
Did you not get the memo?
All right, then. Ziggy ran out of time for this one, so this one's up to Colonel and me. Colonel, what do you think of this Violation?
What do I think? Shit, it's going to be a hard one.
No!
I don't... You see what I did there?
Yeah, I did. I don't know if anyone watching did, but I don't know if they've seen the movie yet, but...
Oh, fuck. All right. Let me get that pun out of there. This was a very boring movie. It had some good moments to it. Not giving too much away. I think the fucker didn't get enough of a punishment. I wish he would have got more, but hey, we got what we got. And I did see a little too much, but that's okay. I got it for the story, I guess. I mean, it's nothing I haven't seen in Lords of Salem. So, man, I'm like honest speechless, trying to even think about what to say about this movie. It just was not good. I literally checked my phone like 1,000 times just to see how much time I had left. Like, time stood fucking still. Mm-hmm. And this movie just would not end. The fucking dialogue, I thought was terrible. It almost felt like it was over the top, to be over the top. The scene I kind of made Crank laugh with, it's like they just try to make it too over the top for over the top's sake, I guess. I don't know. It could have been so much better.
I didn't take it as over the top. I took it as they were trying to ground this. Like we talked about, Godzilla versus Kong had no reality. This one had a shit ton of reality in it.
Dude, because I ain't going to say too much, but I mean, I'm not a fucking douchebag, but I've never been like that in a private setting, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It was just, it's hard to explain. Like, it made sense. It didn't gross me out. It was what it was. It just, you don't usually see that in horror films. If you guys know male nudity. So, again, it didn't bother me. It made sense for the story they were trying to tell. You got the flashbacks to the night things happen to the current time, this and that, and I really did feel sorry for the main character.
Oh, a funny man. That's the matter with you.
Fucking Crank over there flexing and shit. I can't even do this or be fucking serious. I'm trying. But anyways, I mean, I get it for the story, and I really did feel bad for the main character. The fact her sister did not believe her, and it just kept, like, the barometer just kept going up and down, up and down, up and down. Like, it just weird. Sorry, we're off the fucking rails.
Well, what'd you expect from three guys when it comes to reviewing this kind of movie?
The subject matter is very serious. That's why I'm trying to be very serious with this review. But this is and I had to find a way to entertain myself. I was like, why the fuck is he doing that so much? Like, did he even animatronic? At this point, I was just like, I don't know what the hell.
Did he even spit on his hand before he started? I mean, I didn't notice.
I was like, is it really packing or is this fucking Marky Mark the fucking Boogie Nights? Or they just put a fucking extension on it or some shit? I was just like, what the fuck am I watching?
All right, good God. Yeah. All right. Take a deep breath, Colonel. Just all right. Anything else to add?
The score, I thought, could have been great if this was a supernatural film. To me, the score just did not totally fit the movie, but it did a good job setting up the tension at times. At other times, it felt totally out of place. Yeah. God damn, that's how I wanted to do a serious review this whole time, Crank. Thanks. Even though I kind of started it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to spring that on you or anything. To begin with, I will say, and there will be a couple of spoilers here probably, if you haven't figured it out yet. I was right with the prediction of a rape revenge fantasy without much fantasy to it. This was real shit. It didn't quite reach The Last House on the Left or I Spit on Your Grave standards. I saw somebody asking about a question about that. Not quite that kind of brutality level that I was looking for. Yes, there you go. But you could tell there was a lot of emotion that made this film for writer, director, and star Madeline Sims Fewer. She literally poured her heart into this project and a show. She's the key throughout this whole thing, and she does a fine job delivering a very strong performance while dealing with a very difficult topic. again, I almost couldn't take my eyes off of her while she was on screen because I could feel her pain and anger in every scene. And I do want to touch on the realism in this film because it's so precise, it's almost uncomfortable. And no, fuck it, it is uncomfortable. It just is uncomfortable. There's a lot of, Patricia, violation is not slacks, is what you're saying. I actually like violation a little bit better than slacks, but that's just me. I hated slacks. There's triggering scenes between the two sisters who have drifted apart. The depictions of the sexual violence are shot very well and not too graphic, really. I like that.
I did appreciate that.
Right. But the scenes of violence that are probably some of the most realistic I've ever seen. Have you ever seen, how do I say this without, like, her disposal? Have you ever seen something like that without it being almost cartoonish or too much?
No, and that's, to me, that was like the highlight of the fucking film, especially when we popped open the Capri Sun and you just heard it dripping the entire scene. Like I said, it had its good moments.
Now, let me ask you, in that scene, was that fake vomit or do you think that was real?
Man, I have a feeling she's one of these people who make herself vomit on command because that was too real. It wasn't, most movies they vomit just once and they're done. No,
right.
She kept fucking going.
Yeah,
like that was real.
Yeah, I thought so too. I mentioned that to Ziggy. Yeah, I mentioned that to Ziggy. I thought that was one scene that looks like it literally inspired the actress Miriam to vomit because of its realism. Now, the method of her revenge, I thought was pretty deeply thought out and pretty original, which was another uncomfortable mix of frustrating and disturbing for me. But did you find that it worked for this film?
I think it did because, like you said, it was real. It was based in reality. I mean, as much as we like I Spit on Your Grave or Last House on the Left, which I really don't, because there's two things that fucking bug me in horror movies. Okay, I'll admit. One is rape. That really turns my fucking stomach. That is just such a disgusting fucking act. That really I don't like seeing that. And two, when it has to do with fucking babies. So, Serbian film, fuck you. But
fair enough.
Yeah, so like I was already uneasy going into this movie after I kind of put two and two together fairly early on what we was going to get, because I was expecting a revenge movie. I did not read the synopsis. I just went in blind. And yeah.
Man, I don't think I like this movie, but I appreciate the effort. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Okay. I truly think my only negatives against Violation are kind of based on my perceptions as a man, to be honest with you. And, and the overabundance of male nudity. That bothers me too. Yeah. I also... You could have. I didn't necessarily like all the extreme close-ups with the cinematography either. I get what they were going for in those moments, but it got to be overdone. Because there were multiple shots that showed just a few inches of somebody's head or their arm, and I was like, "Come on, give me more." There needs to be something more to this. But I see why they were doing that in a way, because I believe the movie was shot that way to make the audience as disoriented as Miriam is throughout the film. But it got to that point where it was irritating to watch. And I have a feeling this is another one of those movies I'm going to have to watch again at some point to fully appreciate, but I'm a little afraid to. But I do like the realism in the certain scenes that there are where she's enacting her revenge. So I think the fact that they got that makeup and special effects to work so well there, that's a task in and of itself. So, Colonel, what would you rate it?
Ooh, this is a tough one. Like I said, they said they set out to make people feel uncomfortable, and that's exactly what they fucking did. I said the highlight definitely being the disposal. Man, Alex, I really wish that fucker would have got more than what he got. He deserved more than what he got. But just like I said, it's just a boring movie, man. I have to give this a 4. Like, I'm putting this down. Like I can't put it any lower than a 4 though, because to me it's too serious to rate too low. Like it's, I don't know. Again, I'm uncomfortable fucking scoring this fucking movie. I'm like,
all right. So I think Ziggy showed this a minute ago, but Purple Goth says violation. She saw it, not her bag at all. Patricia says, so violation, not slacks. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Dave jumps on that and says she. Right. Dave jumps on that and says she is violated without slacks. Yeah, she is. Dave also says, yeah, I saw Last House on the Left, the remake, and it made me want to have a shower afterwards. Yes. He also adds, there was a bunch of 10, 11-year-old kids at the theater with their parents, something I will never forget. I'm thinking you parents are horrible. No shit.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, hell, there's a remake of Last House on the Left. I mean, the original, that's a pretty graphic fucking rape scene, man.
Right. Why would you take 10 and 11-year-olds here? BK says, too many wieners. Got it. No, not too many. Yeah, it's just one. It's just very prominent. It's not like a quick scene, like a quick flash, like Kevin Bacon in Wild Things.
What made me fucking lose it? I shouldn't even have laughed at this part. It was in Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen. All right, you got used to his blue dong by the end of the fucking film. At this point, I was used to it. It just, whatever. Again, it is male nudity. Who fucking cares? We all know what the fuck people have. Didn't bother me. But when he was like,
right.
Oh my God. I lost it. I was like, what the fuck? I've seen other movies stuff like this, and they weren't rape movies.
Yeah, that got to me too. Purple Goth says it was an art fart film festival winner. Definitely, but don't want to see it again as it was more of a drama than a horror film. Yes, I could see that. Yeah. I'm just going to keep this simple. Colonel's rating was a 4. Mine, oh god damn it. My rating would be a 5 on this one. This one's a little bit better in my opinion than a 4. And BK says 1 wiener but too long. Understood. Got it. And right. Lorena says, well, sounds like I need to watch Violation once.
I'm gonna say shit. You guys are all painting such a banner picture for it. I'm like, yeah.
No, I would not suggest to watch it. I say if you want to watch it, watch it. I'm not going to be a staff pick at Blockbuster. Let me just tell you that.
Right. The one scene that we're talking about that is so real is worth, and it's a long scene. I think you would appreciate that. So, Violation, ladies and gentlemen, it is available on Shudder now, and you can check it out and let us know if we're just idiots and we don't know what the fuck we're talking about in the comments. We want to know. Let us know what you think. Woo!
Glad I saw Unholy instead.
You did pick the better one out of the litter. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't remember which one goes next, but I think this one. Hey, guess what? It's time for some more stories around the campfire.
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason.
Hey, come back!
Next up, for Stories Around the Campfire, we had a chance to check out the Creepshow Season 2 debut on Shudder. And god damn it, we're going to talk about this one. Ziggy, get in on this.
Oh, man.
This fucker, man.
This is what,
okay, never mind, Ziggy. Never mind. It is Colonel's turn.
He didn't have anything to say for let him have it because he didn't have anything to say for the last one. I mean,
All right.
it's not like he
I have an opinion. You give your opinion after my opinion.
Our opinions are going to be the same. I already know without even talking about this prior.
For God's sake. What a
Go
bitch.
ahead, Ziggy.
Yeah. Listen, Creep Show, Season 2. This is how you kick off a fucking season, man. These 2 episodes were fantastic. The content was great. Stories were great. I'm just saying, and the second one in particular is a dose right for the hardcore horror fan of a certain series. It's fucking great. And I'll stop right there and let Colonel get in on this because, fuck, man, it was just great. What a good start. I hope they can keep this momentum up the whole season. I doubt it, but, man, what a fucking fantastic start.
All right, Colonel.
Again, like I said, it's not a Monday if someone doesn't say, you stealing fucker, like, you thunder stealing prick. We had to get it in somewhere, and this is where I knew where it was going to come in. Again, I don't want to steal too much thunder because I want Crank to talk about this. But yes, fucking Shudder and Creep Show. God damn, I was hyped. Like, I messaged these guys as soon as I watched it. Like, they know they watched it more recent. I watched that fucker on Thursday. I was like, oh yeah. Like, I was that fucking pumped. I mean, it's the first story. God, I should have looked at the names of the titles. I know the name of the second story, but the first one eludes me right now.
Model Kid.
Model Kid, yes. Okay, so Model Kid is our first story. A tale has been told before.
Mm-hmm.
But man, does this have the fucking Creep Show feeling we've been begging for since the show's inception. And Kevin Dillon fucking killed it as a fucking drunk, abusive fucking dude. Like, he fucking killed it. The story was great, right up Creep Show's alley. And then we got into our second story, Public Access of the Dead. I don't want to say too much, but people...
Public Television of the Dead.
Public Television of the Dead, whatever. Public Television, Public Access, same fucking thing. Tomato. But damn it, you haven't lived until you've seen Bob Ross take out a bunch of Deadites and Civil War fucking coins.
Oh,
that was beautiful.
I mean, spoiler alert, yeah. But there's more. I have more thoughts on it, but I want Crank to get in on this too. I'm gonna steal it.
Well, you guys have said it. This is what we've been wanting Creep Show to do, with the colors, with the stories, with the ridiculous characters that kind of make you want them to face some kind of just unrelenting death. It's beautiful. Model Kid, Kevin Dillon, plays an asshole father figure who wants Joe to grow up and be a man instead of a child who plays with horror figures and comic books. I think that's something a lot of us, could relate to, and probably a lot of you out there watching right now could relate to growing up. If you got into horror young or you got into comics young, there was always some authority figure that looked down on you for it. They may not have been Kevin Dillon asshole much, but there was always kind of maybe a weird look from a parent or an older brother or a teacher or something. And you felt that. So for Joe, the young character in this story, played by Brock Duncan, I thought him and Kevin Dillon capture this awful relationship well. And this actually reminds me of the throwback to the original Creep Show movie. The wraparound story is a kid whose parents don't want him playing around with horror comic books and stuff like that. And he gets his revenge. And I thought that was a great way to do it. If you want to talk about a crossover with plenty of fan service, then there's Public Television of the Dead. I mean, this is chock full of fan service. Going in, we knew Ted Raimi would appear as himself, displaying the Necronomicon in an Antiques Roadshow style program, and we had high hopes. But they really turned this one up to 11 with the other parodies they included, like the Sherry and Lamb Chop parody, and she ends up being an alcoholic who's abusive to her staff, and then the Bob Ross style painter who has a dark past in Vietnam, which comes out. And this was such a fun episode. I cannot wait for more. Now, I will say there was no Ash Williams that appeared out of nowhere like we had kind of hoped for, but I was perfectly satisfied with this.
But
right,
but you did get the character George
Yeah.
I knew exactly who they were fucking talking about with that fucking character's name. I was like, yes.
Right.
The famous line, groovy.
Right.
So there you go. You still got that nice little there at the end.
You got that. Let me see if any of you guys have seen Creepshow yet. Let us know. All right. Lorena says, damn, forgot about the new season of Creepshow. Well, that's what we're here for, to remind you of these things. First episode is available now. Larry. I think he's a new viewer. Welcome to the show, sir. He says, Creepshow, I like too. Excellent.
That's how
Lorena says,
I know that dude.
Oh, you know that guy. Okay. Totally from Lorena. I geeked out in pretty much every way but the literal chicken killing one. Okay. Ick says, ooh, happy little bloodstain. Yes. No mistakes, just happy accidents. Oh my God, man. We've been seeing these little parody memes of Bob Ross painting the little happy little bloodstains on everything. And for him to come to life in this Creepshow episode, well, it's a beautiful thing, man. I know we talk about this all the time. Fucking go out and subscribe to Shudder if you haven't already.
Yeah.
God damn it. Patricia says, I haven't watched the new episode of Creepshow, but they talked about it on the podcast this past weekend. I will definitely be watching it soon. Speaking of your podcast, Bloodbaths and Boomsticks, you're going to be hosting again this week. So let us know when that drops, and we'll check it out. Larry says, well, he's using a government name.
My slave name, yeah.
But Larry says, what up, dudes? Yeah, the name here is Zigzag, Larry. So be careful. Yeah, and
oh no,
and the Colonel is,
that's right,
the Colonel is oh no. Kiara says, I have not seen Creepshow yet. I'm disappointed in myself. Yeah. Well, I'm slightly.
I'm disappointed too.
Yeah, as soon as you leave us, you immediately go to your computer or TV where your Shutter is hooked up and remedy this. Believe us, you have to.
Wait, Ziggy, you might be able to help me with this, but Dr. Loomis is around, isn't he? Dr. Loomis, isn't that the most disappointing thing you've heard, that Kiara has not seen Creepshow yet?
As a matter of fact, it was. I took that button off. Sorry, dude.
Son of a bitch, you took it off?
I had to. It's now this. Colonel was so fucking hilarious, I had to put a laugh track in there.
All right. So, speaking of Colonel, do we want to drop your little news thing? You want to tell them about this?
I think I will. So, here's what we're going to do. Wishes the three of us, but understand work schedules don't work this way. So, we still need to iron out the time, because I thought about something and someone would be really pissed off at me for the next couple weeks. Hell's Kitchen will be over, and I won't get yelled at by a 12-year-old girl. We cranking myself from going live reviews right here on Facebook and I was about to say Instagram. Now, I'm not plugging on social media, idiot. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We're going to be going live and doing new episode reviews right then and there, day of. It's going to be fun. I hope you guys join us if you can. You're probably going to get spoilers.
Yeah.
So once we iron out the final time, we'll give you time in advance. We'll let you know before Thursday. So if you don't want it spoiled, I'd love to have you. Don't have to tune in.
Ziggy might be able to join us for at least a week, because I think he's off work for a while.
Laying low for a week. It's cool. So yeah, I'll be here for the first one. But we'll see. We'll see how it works. Thursdays can be crazy around there. So
yeah. So Thursday night, we'll figure out a time here shortly and let you guys know. We are going to go live probably sometime 8-9 p.m. Eastern. We know we can't stay on very long because Colonel's got to get his beauty sleep.
It's not working.
Look at that. The bearded menace needs his beauty sleep, man. So, but we will get on. We'll chat with you guys about the episodes. Watch them sometime during the day or the early evening. Then join us on Thursday night, and let's talk about Creepshow. And we might be doing this with some other shows later on. I might do something with this and some of you guys as well when The Walking Dead comes back for its final season in August. I know Colonel doesn't like the show anymore, but I would recommend the last. I would recommend the last episode. It's pretty good, but not great. We'll see. But
so you're gonna make me subscribe to AMC Plus just so I can watch fucking The Walking Dead?
No. We'll figure out a way. We'll figure out a way. And you've got until August anyway, so.
True.
All right. But yeah, so join us on Thursday night. We're going to do a quick little live thing talking about Creepshow every episode. I think what are they doing, 6 or 10 this year?
I think 6 still.
Okay. So we'll let you know when we do that, but it's starting this Thursday, so woo! Creepshow is available on Shudder. Get it now.
For that alone.
Absolutely. All righty, gang. Guess what? You might be getting tired of this already, but we got to cut these. We got to cut these parts up, and then release them for the next couple of weeks. So it's time for some more stories around the camp. Alrighty, next
movie.
Next up, we're going to take a look at the trailer for The Power, which is dropping on Shudder April 8th, just a few days away. Check this out.
Where are you from?
Around here.
Back to serve your community.
Thank you for choosing me.
I require discipline. Stick to your rank, never question an order.
Yes, matron.
I won't keep you if you don't fit.
Damn.
We have to move nearly all the patients out because of the cut tonight. You will stay on.
The dark shift.
Does the dark bother you?
A place people die in should never be allowed to get that dark.
I love working nights.
You can get up to all sorts.
Bit of dark won't hurt you. What is that smell? It's like it's burning.
Sorry, I had Taco Bell.
Are you scared of something? Who did that? Something chased me to the basement. When I looked, there was no one there. Are you just making this up? No, I'm not making it up.
A nurse must give of herself entirely. Sacrifice. How much are you willing to give?
Are you making up your Irish accent? No, I'm not making it up.
Val, now listen to me. Angel sent by God to guide me. Be my light and walk beside me. Be my guardian and protect me. Don't hurt me!
All right. So, where the Unholy may have failed from dropping some decent religious horror, maybe The Power can pick it up. I don't know. Ziggy, what do you think? Did that trailer do anything for you?
It looks puzzling. Like, it's not going to be as wide of a ride as we said. We had the whole, 17 lanes of highway and the Unholy to get you to the thing. This looks more like it's a little more narrow. You have to pay attention a lot more to take it all in. But hey, looks like a ghost story / possession type story. So, all right. Those always are good for a couple of jump scares and uneasy feelings. So, yeah, bring it on, man.
All right. What about you, O'Neill?
Oh, boy. Since it feels like I'm a whole new person now. Oops, sorry.
I'll adjust the graphics for the next live show. I didn't think about that.
It's honestly no big deal. Man, I'm kind of zag on this one. It looks really interesting, especially considering I don't know if got a possession movie, got a supernatural movie, got some ghosts in there. Apparently, they can't they don't make enough money to keep the lights on all night. I don't know what that's about. I don't know, as you guys are going to find out, apparently British horror is on the up and up. So I'm all for it. It looks interesting. It's just, what I'm scared is this is one of those movies where they put all the best scenes in the trailer. Mm-hmm. And I'm getting that vibe from it. I hope I'm wrong, because I'm hoping it's really good, because it looks like it can be if they don't fuck this up.
All right. Interesting. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this one. This, like you said, I think it's one of the ones that has a lot of the best scenes in the trailer. And if that's the case, then I'm probably going to hate this movie. But I'll give it a shot. I like religious horror. We'll see. Okay. Ick says, "Hot nun in the dark. What could go wrong?"
Apparently
exactly. Right? Yeah. Did either of you guys? Neither of you guys were Catholic school guys, were you? I wasn't.
I went to catechism growing up, so.
Dude, grew up poor.
It's not the same.
Catholic school?
Oh.
No.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I didn't think so. I didn't know if you guys had any kind of nun fetish growing up or not. So just curious.
He was the one that they're getting smacked around by the nuns.
Didn't even go to church, so.
All
right, funny story about the Colonel. All right. Well, this fits in with yesterday. Okay. So there was this one time I remember we did go to church. It was Easter morning. I don't know what happened. My mom was like, "Let's go to church," because she grew up going to church. So we went, and I had to go to Sunday school. And they were singing a song about Abraham and his 12 sons or whatever. Dude, my dumb ass is like, "I didn't know Abraham Lincoln had 12 sons," and everybody laughed at me because I didn't know who Abraham. When they said Abraham, I literally thought it was Abraham Lincoln. I never heard of the other guy before that.
Good God!
I'm feeling this big as a little kid, like. There, that's your Colonel story for the day.
Oh no, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, for the win. Got personal. Oh no, does.
Ick says, "Love the roasted burrito, bitch." There you go. All right. Lorena says, "Okay, I'm not sleeping tonight." Purple Goth says, "The Power looks crap." Sorry, but a lot of films like this have been coming out a lot lately.
That's true.
Yeah. Kiara is laughing at "Oh no." But Patricia has to say it looks pretty good. She went to Catholic school and collects nun stuff. Did you like, Patricia, did you like the nun in the Conjuring universe a couple years ago? Let me know. She also adds, "I had to sing that too, Colonel, in Bible school." And Purple Goth adds, "I was hoping for a remake of the original The Power from the 70s with the guy and the little doll that makes him kill some blonde girls with big tits." I kind of halfway remember that. And Purple Goth, goddamn, you and your interesting deep cuts that you pull out mentioning every now and then. I appreciate that. I haven't thought about that movie in a long time. But The Power, ladies and gentlemen, it comes out on Shudder exclusively April 8th. Check it out. Get Shudder. Let us know what you think, and we'll be talking about it here in a couple of weeks whenever we do a new episode. So stay tuned for that. Next up on Stories Around the Campfire.
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason.
Hey, come back! Oh.
All right, we got another trailer to look at. It's also another Shudder original. It's called The Banishing, and it drops on Shudder April 15th.
Dear God, thank you for bringing us together as a family. Hope you're both settling in well. Yes, thank you, Father.
We'll make it a home in every room.
Amen.
Over there is bedroom. That is the living room. And this is the dining room.
What's this room?
Perfectly splendid.
Let's go there. You're forbidden.
Mum.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
3.
What's the time, Mr. What's the time, Mr.
Addy?
Abby?
There's been a man seen in town this afternoon. He's a charlatan, a storyteller. He's dangerous.
Well, he placed a young couple in that house.
They shouldn't be there.
Have you seen things in the night, perhaps? He has whispers.
You're talking about the voices.
What did you hear?
It was nothing.
The Colonel, charlatan too.
They did unspeakable things in that house.
I mean, oh no.
It's just created by that man to mess with our heads.
How many more have to die before you do something? For the sake of your daughter.
There's evil here.
Hello? Hello?
All right, so The Banishing, debuting on Shudder April 15th. Colonel, this one's your turn to start.
Woo! Oh, do you have a graphic up there?
Not yet. I'm getting there. There we go.
Oh no! Oh no! Is on the fucking case with the Banishing. And let me tell you, man, they kind of do a. They don't sell this one as well as the last one. I'll be honest with you. This one, it's okay. It's like apparently you got a fleshlight, but in a book. Why don't you just use a watermelon instead? At least you can heat it up. Don't worry about paper cuts. What? You guys thought it too. Don't act like you didn't.
Go on.
Okay, you got this creepy little girl saying something about the time. I guess it's like a fucking stuck in a time warp.
Yeah, kind of like a freeze tag game or something.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. This one just doesn't really sell. This trailer did not sell the movie for me at all. So okay, I got again, like I said, the fucking fleshlight book just doesn't hurt.
Depends on how thick the book is, I think.
I guess.
How about you, Ziggy? Any initial thoughts on the trailer for The Banishing?
Sure. This, I guess, happy Easter, everybody. Apparently,
right?
Religion is getting. The evil is here. So, no matter it's houses and unholy places and shit. I don't know what's going on. Again, it could be good. Didn't really give you too much. I'm not sure what's going on with it, and that's good. It's a good thing. We know we don't like when they give the goddamn fucking movie away in the trailer. Looks like it's going to be chock full of jump scares. So, we're watching it, but it looks like almost these two movies could be, they're in that exact same kind of vein.
Right. All right. Yeah, this is not a whole lot to really figure out from the trailer in that. It kind of looks like a combination between I kept getting this vibe of that perfectly splendid girl from the Haunting of Bly Manor last year in this one, but it's not. So, I don't know. Lorena says, Colonel, don't feel bad. We did a Jonah and the Whale craft at one of the few Sunday school classes I attended. I stuck Jonah in the whale's mouth and yelled, yum, yum, meet 'em up. Patricia answers my question from earlier. I like the look of the nun from the Conjuring universe, but my favorite creepy nun movie is The Convent. I do need to see that again. I haven't seen that in a while. Purple Goth mentions, in reference to earlier, I had no friends growing up, but VHS was always there. Hell yeah. I can relate to that a little bit. Lorena says, I knew more about the Little Rascals than church. You guys are a bunch of heathens out there, man. Oh, I haven't been to church in a while either. But, Kiara says, seems like a psychological paranormal film. Ick says, well, wasn't that a little taste of what the fuck? And I think he's trying to clarify the game. What time is it, Mr. Cock? I don't know. I don't think that's what he said, but I could be wrong.
I don't know if you ask the guy in Violator or whatever. Something. It's either 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Depends on what I look. I think it's broken.
2 o'clock noon. 2 o'clock noon. 2 o'clock noon.
Crack myself.
And he bounced it from time to time, like the gear was a little rocky, but I don't know. Change the subject real quick. Thank you, Patricia. Did you guys watch the trailer for Benny Loves You? One of the guys from the podcast sent it to us this past weekend. It looks hilarious and terrifying. I have not seen that, but I will look it up.
Sounds like something I'd be into, yeah.
I did watch the new teaser for the Chucky TV series coming later on, and I thought that was pretty fun. But that's a whole different topic we're not going to get into tonight. Yeah, again, The Banishing, I'm looking forward to it just because it's something new. It's on Shudder, and yeah, I want to see it. I like this religious horror shit. I like it when shows get on, or movies get on a religious horror kick. And happy birthday, I guess, to Gregory Peck from The Omen. So I might have to watch The Omen tonight as like a little tribute. So The Banishing, it is on Shudder April 15th. We will be reviewing it when it comes out, and you can stay tuned here for that whenever it comes around. Woo!
It's gonna be a busy weekend on Shudder for me,
baby.
Yeah, it is.
New episode of Creep Show. That Friday night, season 3 premiere of Joe Bob Briggs'
Joe
Last
Bob.
Drive-In. Holy shit!
Yeah, and The Power.
And the Power. Well, no.
Power's this week.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah, that's in like 3 days.
That's 2 weeks. That's my $6 paid for right there.
Boom.
There you go.
Right there. All right. It looks like we've got time for one more story around the campfire. All right, we got one last trailer to watch with you guys. This was actually recommended by a viewer named Luke Whitman. I don't know if he's watching yet tonight or not. Goddamn better be, because we're covering the trailer he wanted us to look at. And this movie comes out April 16th in theaters. It's called In the Earth. Check this out.
He told me his story. These
Once upon a time
are his memories.
Never have any movies out in the
Can you
woods.
feel him now? In the earth.
No, I don't know what you mean.
I think you do.
Yeah.
Rookville.
So what are you working on? Researching ways of making crops more efficient.
Funny place to study crops in a forest.
We had to send a rescue party in to get a group out a couple of months ago. They got lost.
Why didn't they use GPRS?
There's no phone reception in there. People get a bit funny in the woods sometimes.
You worried she's gonna get you?
Yeah, who is it?
It's a local folktale. She's the spirit of the woods.
Uh-oh. The quote of death.
Right there.
The quote of death.
They lost me.
Listen. Someone's watching us.
No, that's a flashlight.
Hallucinogenic.
I saw something in the woods.
They wanted to talk.
What do you want?
Everything seems to just keep us here.
They're remaking The Crazies again? What the fuck?
No, it's Phantasm.
No, it's the 12th season of The Walking Dead.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so the teaser or the trailer says the wrong date there. It's actually been moved up. The release date for that is now April 16th. In the Earth. Guys, Colonel, what do you think about this one? You don't see...
Shit. I like the fact I'm confused. So, hey, you had twists and turns galore in that 2 minutes, but then again, it got that kiss of death from that one review from Gizmodo or something. The scariest film of 2021 so far.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
and I have something to add on that here in a minute. So, but go ahead.
So again, kiss of death. Mwah, you're probably not that good. So I heard that too with Coco Da Day. Sorry, I said it wrong. Coco Da Day. I did it again. It doesn't matter. Fucking da. That movie had a lot of hype too going into it. You know, great film. No, it wasn't. You know, this one Brown has a lot of hype going into it. We shall see. I mean, I fucking won't because I know highly doubt it's going to be on video on demand day one. So I'll let these two assholes fucking watch it and let me know if it's worth it or not.
Well, before we get to Ziggy, I just want to make note of there was a review in there, a line of a review from Bloody Disgusting where it says an abject psychedelic horror trip or something like that. And I cannot believe I'm sure that review did not come from Bloody Disgusting because all the words in it were spelled right. Because they cannot post anything on fucking social media without spelling something wrong. Now, I know we're not perfect. We will do something from time to time as well with a typo, but we normally go and fix it. No, they don't fucking care. Your editors suck, Bloody Disgusting. Your copy editors suck. Get real jobs. Ziggy, go ahead. Anything to say about In the Earth? Fuck you, Bloody Disgusting.
Cut. All right, let's redo that again. No. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. We're live. No, I got it.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's this fucking trailer pissed me off. All right, I'll say it. Just fuck that, man. This looks like it's just gonna leave you going. It's an interpretation fucking movie. Fuck this. I'm not interested in seeing this at all. But of course I will. But yeah, it doesn't look like something I'm going to enjoy at all. Just every time, and again, we already saw it. We already know when they start blowing it. In the fucking text on the fucking first couple of 10 seconds of the trailer, this thing's got no
best
fucking
horror movie of 2021.
They said that was the right there. Fuck you, man. No, I'm not into it. I'm not. This is gonna be. It's gonna piss me off. I know it. I'm ready to be pissed.
You sound like you already are, man.
That trailer was fucking ridiculous.
I'm actually kind of looking forward to this one. I think this one will be a little bit different. And as you guys know, I like different. We'll see. Yes, I know. Lorena says, in the earth, out my butt. Patricia also says, if there's no Black Phillip, I'm out. Ick says, I saw something in the woods. It was a tree. Yeah, exactly. Lorena says, oh, sure, now blame the druids. Ick says, I get a bit funny in the woods sometime. I bet you do. Did you see that tree with a big hole in it? You had something to do with it, didn't you? Yeah. Patricia said, leave a little room for the Holy Ghost.
That might have been for the last one.
Yeah. There was a couple in here. Kiara says, I got to get Shutter soon. You're missing out on so much. Yes, you are. Yeah, and Patricia says, the Nun from Night of the Demons 2, though? Yeah, nah. And Lorena says, shit, I forgot about Joe Bob, too. So, Also on Shutter. In the Earth comes out April 16th in theaters. We'll be checking it. Well, a couple of us will be checking it out until.
Thank you, COVID restrictions for once.
Until Colonel figures out what the hell is going on with COVID up there in his part of the world. So, gang, hopefully you guys that are still watching with us, hopefully you enjoyed the live version of our show. And as much as it's not Manic Monday, we know it's a little bit different. Let us know if you liked it in the comments or if
fucking thing sucks!
It might have done that too. I don't know. I had to get that in there. I've been trying to figure out a way to get that in there all night, and I missed my couple opportunities earlier.
I didn't know the exact quote, so I didn't want to steal it. I didn't know what he said exactly there.
Right. I thought this was kind of fun. I think for bigger releases like Godzilla vs. Kong, maybe Spiral, maybe The Conjuring, definitely Halloween Kills. We should do this.
This is sure when Halloween.
Yeah. Let us know what you think. Let's see. We got a couple of comments here. Patricia says, I dug it. And Ick says, I think love it still. All right, cool. But we will be back to our regular Monday Maniacs format next week. And we have a special guest coming in. Ziggy, talk to him.
Oh, man. The insanely talented Angelo Mariano, the artist responsible for these nightmares behind me, is joining us. And he's going to talk to about how he became the visionary that he is and the oil painter that he is. We'll dig and see what he's got. I don't know. He's nervous about his English a little bit, but I think he'll be fine. Just join us next week. Welcome him in. Get him some questions. Hell, buy a painting, man. You'll make his fucking year. And we'll check him out. We'll get into it next week. It's going to be a fun one, I think. Should be good.
Yeah. All right. And Patricia says, I enjoy watching and discussing trailers. Excellent. Thank you for joining us, as always. Lorena says, I liked it. I can comment instead of just yelling at the crappy trailers. That's true. Ick says, no fucking way. Holy awesome sauce, Batman. Yes. I think you're referring to Angelo joining us. That should be fun. Let's be nice to him, though. He does have a language barrier that we're going to try to overcome. I don't know how long he's going to be able to stay with us, but we'll keep him as long as we can and
I believe
ask him as many nice questions as we can.
Yeah, we are also going to be covering Italian films. Are we doing this?
I think so. Our top five. Yeah, our top. I haven't been watching yet, and I need to. But
add those on top of all the Shudder movies we have to watch.
All right, I'm doing this to hold myself accountable. Okay, I promise to only do this once to him.
Master Fango.
Hey,
I don't want to offend the guy.
Yeah, don't do that.
I just say my beard itches.
He's cool as the other side of the pillow, man. I think he'll be fine and fit right in. He's DCS all the way, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Look at this shit. Look at this.
Purple Goth says this was fun. Thank you, Purple Goth.
This was fun. I enjoyed the creation of a new character as well. Oh no. I need a special wardrobe for him. Oh no.
Yes.
What would he wear? What would he wear?
He wouldn't wear this. I'm thinking, oh no, a nice
dashiki
fucking silk fucking shirt, unbuttoned down here, gold chain in the fucking chest hair, his hair slicked back, some fucking aviators on.
That's exactly. Oh my god, I was right there. Dick. All right. Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up for Death Curse Society this time around. One more time, I want to thank our members for helping support us. Special thanks to our final girls and guys, Chris Faze, Lorena Faze, Christy Hart-Hoy, who had to go to bed early, Luke Knutson, and Tyrone Swigert. Thank you, folks, for helping us out. We do appreciate it. And you can become a member, too, and get mentioned every week on Death Curse Society from us and, other special thank yous. We got some other things in the work for you guys real soon. Stay tuned for that. Visit our website at deathcursesociety.com. Get all the information on how to become a member. Check out our store over there. You can buy some stuff. Also help support. Just like Christy did earlier, she picked up one of the new Blood Boy exclusive T-shirts, which are available now.
Icy blue. Also, the DCS looks very good in blue on that shirt, let me tell you.
It does. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and now Twitch. I still have to fix that graphic at some point down the road, but we'll get to it eventually. I'm kind of busy lately. And, I think maybe a couple more comments. Patricia's laughing at you, as usual. Kiara says...
hold on. One more thing for the character of O'Neill. I thought about this. I got to get me a gold-plated pinky ring with a cubic zirconium all around it. Just, I don't know. That'd be awesome.
All right, you're done. You're done. Kiara says, see you later, guys. Patricia says, have a great night, guys. Thank you all. Chris Faye says, woo, made it for the very end. Of course you did. Busy ass night at work. Broke a personal record, 6 deliveries in 28 minutes. Hell yeah, man. Hope the tips were lovely. Tyrone says, loved it. And Lorena says, have a wonderful night, guys. Woo! That's right. So for the Colonel, for Zigzag, this is Red Crank saying DCS out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next week for Monday Maniacs and the top 5 Italian horror films with special guest Angelo Mariano.
Forget about it.
Flashlight.
Forget about it.
Glass.